Over the past year, the West has unleashed a far-reaching package of sanctions that it hopes will cripple Russia's war machine. This includes freezing the Russian central bank's access to hundreds of billions of dollars in foreign currency reserves. Russian banks and wealthy individuals have had their assets frozen, and trade with the country has been dramatically cut. The G7 and the EU also recently introduced a price cap on Russian crude oil, which it hopes will drive down market prices, squeezing the country's revenues. Russia's economy has coped fairly well. The EU delayed its ban on Russian oil exports, and in the meantime, the country benefited from soaring wholesale energy prices. Since then, it has successfully diverted much of its trade to China and India. For people living in Russia, unemployment is at a record low and wage growth a record high. That being said, hundreds of thousands of people have left the country, and this loss of human capital could soon start weighing on economic growth. Sanctions on Russia have not yet had the effect that many Western leaders hoped, but things could soon start to change. Now that the EU and the G7 have introduced their price cap on Russian energy exports, the country's revenues are falling, just as military expenditure is increasing. It means the country is having to sell Chinese currency reserves in order to stabilise its finances. 2023 will be more challenging for Russia. The country's energy revenues are starting to fall, but the country has built up a significant cushion that economists believe will allow it to weather the strain of sanctions in the coming year.